Welcome to Crafty Chemist Designs. Today I am going to do a walkthrough of the March-April Close to My Heart catalog. I really love the cover of this catalog. It is so pretty. I love the colors. It is the March-April 2022 version. If you like anything that you see, please go to my website at thecraftychemist.closetomyheart.com. The catalog opens by telling you how you can become a maker and also the benefits of becoming a VIP customer. Close to My Heart has a Craft with Heart scrapbooking subscription program where you can choose between 4-month and 12-month subscriptions and get regular deliveries of exclusive cut-above layout kits. We also have a Craft with Heart card making program where you can receive a new card making kit featuring an exclusive stamp set and a variety of cut-above card designs every 4 months. The first collection in the catalog is called Cake Day, and look how bright and fun this collection is. The colors are wild berry, glacier, green apple, lemonade, nectarine, white daisy, and black. Let's take a look at the papers. With the Cake Day paper packet, you get 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 double-sided designs. And you can get it with or without the sticker sheet. Here is a close-up of the sticker sheet, and look at the fun designs. I love all of the cake and the ice cream and the presents. Our stickers are very thick and sturdy. Here's a close-up of the papers. You get 2 of each design, and so I'm showing all 6 of the designs. I love the polka dot paper. That's the first one that we will look at. It's got fun covers. I love the zip strip. And the back side of that paper is this wild berry background with presents on it. This sheet has a lemonade, like a dark and a light lemonade diagonal stripe. And that zip strip is fun. It says celebrate. The back side of that paper is this green grid design. It's green apple. This paper is very fun. It says happy birthday in glacier letters. The zip strip is fun with candles. And then the back side of that paper has this grouping of a cupcake, some presents, all in the same color scheme. You can get the coordinating cardstock. You get 12 sheets, 2 each of black, white daisy, lemonade, green apple, glacier, and wild berry. Let's take a close-up look at how these look together. I have 1 sheet of each of these, but you do get 2 of each in the coordinating cardstock pack. And these are fun and bright. And what I love about these is it's really, I would say, a neutral design because I think you can use it for a boy or girl and for an adult and kids. The elements of this collection are dots. These are called Cake Day dots. You get 90 adhesive back dots and wild berry, Sundance, lemonade, glacier, and green apple. Let's take a closer look at these. You get 90, as I said, and they come in 4mm, 6mm, and 8mm size dots. They're like little acrylic dots. They're not very thick, but they do give dimension. We also have a digital art collection. You can cut a variety of shapes that coordinate with the Cake Day paper collection. Not all of the designs are shown. There is a ready-made scrapbooking page and some card pages. All you have to do is hit make and it will create it. We also have the Cake Day Picture My Life cards. You get 24 double-sided pocket cards featuring unique designs, sentiments, and icons. You get 12 each of the 4x6 and 3x4 sizes. Not all designs are shown in the catalog. Look at these fun designs. I like how one side generally is vertical and the other side is generally horizontal. And a lot of times it's a very similar design, but has a different color scheme. Like this one is green and yellow. That's orange on one side, wild berry on the other. That's a fun plaid design. Well, you get the idea. There is a unique set in there where it's really nice for journaling. This would be perfect on a scrapbook layout. Okay, let's look at the stamp sets. The one on the left is the Cake Day card making stamp set. You can get it either with or without the thin cuts. It's got some nice balloons, cake. I like how they stacked the different colors and made a cake. And then on the right is the Cake Day scrapbooking stamp set. And again, you can get this either with or without the thin cuts. I really love those layouts. I love the Birthday Bash cake stamp. So much fun. Now this is amazing. This is a scrapbook workshop. And with the scrapbook workshop, you use the materials in the kit to create 3 coordinating 12 by 12 2-page layouts. So you make 6 pages total. And that's everything you get in the kit. You get the Cake Day paper pack and sticker sheet, 9 cardstock sheets, 3 exclusive pattern paper sheets that are 12 by 12, 3 exclusive die cut sheets, 1 exclusive black paperboard die cut sheets, and 4 top-loading memory protectors. You can get it with or without the memory protectors. It also comes with photo placeholders and the directions. Look at these printed instructions. It tells you exactly how to cut your paper and exactly where to put them on the layouts. Let's take a close-up look at these layouts because they are even more incredible in person. They're so bright and vibrant. I love the cake background. Those are sort of the punch-out die cuts. And this 3x3 grid is so much fun. You can put so many pictures on that layout. I love the sticker placement. Look at how fun those are. And that is perfect for boys or girls, a child's birthday, or an adult's birthday. This one is fun. I love the dots background on it. And this ice cream overlay it's a punch out overlay. So it comes in the kit. You just punch out all of those ice creams. And then some of them you put the paper underneath. Nice clustering on that page. And then on the right side page, you use the dots background. You have some of the balloon elements, some of the black paperboard elements, and there's a space to journal. Those balloons do have the black paperboard sort of strings, but I won't add those until I add the picture. And then the last layout set uses the exclusive paper, which is that grid paper, and it has these presents along the bottom. Those are punch outs, and then the black ribbon on that is the paperboard. It's very thin designs, but it really adds some dimension to it. That one will have a bow at the top, but again, I won't put that until I put the pictures on. Okay, now this is really amazing. It is the card making workshop. This is something that you need to get ASAP because it will sell out. These cards are amazing. You can see the thin cuts that come with it that cut out the cake, and then each of the cakes you can make have a pull out slice. It's so much fun. You get everything you need to make 16 cards for each of the 4 designs. You get 1 exclusive B-size stamp set and the coordinating thin cuts, 2 Cake Day pattern paper sheets, 6 cardstock sheets, 1 Cake Day dots, and 16 white cards and envelopes, and the printed instructions as I'm showing here. Again, everything is so clear on how you put these cards together. You get the cutting guide and the placement guide. Let's take a closer look at these cards because they are amazing. I think these are my favorite cards from any of the card kits. This one is nice. It uses all of the colors of the dots, and it has a nice happy birthday sentiment. Now look at this. You pull on the little tab and you could pull a slice of cake out. Aren't those fun? I also love the little candles at the top of the card. Those are thin cuts that you can cut the designs out. This is fun. I like the little banner stamp there at the top. And then this one is another version of the cake that you can pull a slice out. Aren't those fun? And it really is pretty easy to put together and stamp on. I like the little banner there at the top. That's cut out in white and the thin cuts, and then stamped the little banner things in the wild berry. So again, you make 16 of those cards for each of the 4 designs. And there I'm showing you the stamp set. Now let's get ready to look at the second collection in the catalog. This collection is called In Full Bloom, and it is very gorgeous. The colors of this set are Lagoon, Glacier, Mint, Avocado, Lemonade, Mink, White Daisy, and Black. And the papers are just so pretty. It kind of has a Parisian vibe. It has a lot of florals and some postcard sentiments. It's really amazing. Let's take a look at the paper pack. You can get the In Full Bloom paper pack either with or without the sticker sheet. You get 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 double-sided designs, and then the coordinating sticker sheet, which I'm showing here. Nice. I like the globe, but again, our stickers are very nice and thick. Some nice title sentiments, like It's a Good Life and Happy Times. Here I'm going to show you all of the papers you get. Again, there's 6 different designs, and you get 2 each. This first paper has a sort of gray background with butterflies and cameras. I love that zip strip. This, I think, is the hero paper. I love it. It has the beautiful florals, but some surprise elements like that camera, and then there's a little Edison bulb in there. Those flowers are beautiful. Look at the butterflies in there too. So much going on. The next paper has a avocado diagonal stripe on one side. The zip strip it's like a lace design, I would call it. And then the back side of that, this is where I was saying it's got some of the postcard vibes and some Parisian vibes because some of the words are in French. It also looks like there might be some seed packet in there. This is a really fun paper because it's got the sort of newsprint background, but on the right side is that floral design. And again, you can see a little bit of French titles. The zip strip on this one is a set of butterflies. So it goes really nicely. Again, you can see the Edison bulbs, the globe, a little stopwatch, and the flowers in that right side. And then the back side of that has I would call it like leaves, some flowers, a smaller design. Okay, the coordinating cardstock that comes with this is 12 sheets, 3 each, of Black, White Daisy, Mink, Glacier, and Lagoon, and Avocado. You get 12 of those. Let's take a look of these. These really go nicely together, and I would put the Glacier and the Lagoon and that Mink together. I would not have thrown in Avocado myself, but seeing it together, it just works so well. And I truthfully don't think it would be as beautiful if it didn't have that in there. The elements for this set are the Info Bloom die cuts. You get 1 sheet of coordinating black paperboard die cuts. The sheet is 6 by 12 inches. And they're very thin die cuts, but it is paperboard, so it's not quite like our acrylic shapes. It's not as thick as that. It's less. I have used most of them in the layouts, but I wanted to show you one that I didn't use, and you can see how thin it is. But it does give dimension. There is a digital art collection. You can cut a variety of shapes that coordinate with the Info Bloom paper collection. Not all of the designs are shown, but you can see the scrapbook layout and the card layout that's ready-made. Now let's look at the Picture My Life cards. The Info Bloom Picture My Life cards, you get 24 double-sided pocket cards. There are 12 each of the 4x6 and the 3x4. Let's look at the stamp set. This Info Bloom card making stamp set is very unique. There's one large floral stamp that you stamp on the bottom, and then you flip it 180 degrees and stamp at the top. And it fills the sort of the card front except for the center there. And you can get this with or without the thin cut. So you can see how fun that is. It's got some really nice sentiments. Happy day, springtime, but thank you, welcome spring, thinking of you. The Info Bloom scrapbooking stamp set you can get either with or without the thin cuts, and this very much mirrors the sticker sheet and the papers. You've got those beautiful flowers, you've got the butterfly, a small flower cluster, and a leaf, and it says live life in full bloom. I really love that sentiment. The scrapbooking workshop is so beautiful. The Info Bloom scrapbooking workshop, you can use the materials in the kit to create 3 coordinating 12 by 12 2-page layouts. You can get these with or without the memory protectors. And in the kit, you get 1 Info Bloom paper pack and sticker sheet, 3 cardstock sheets, 3 exclusive pattern paper sheets, 3 exclusive die cut sheets, 1 exclusive paperboard die cut sheet, an exclusive stencil, and then, like I said, either the memory protectors or not. The technique on this scrapbooking set is to use texture paste with ink, and they give you the stencil that you can make those lines, those designs on. This layout is just amazing. The colors are so beautiful. The design is beautiful. And I think they really creatively used that paper from the paper pack that only has the design down the one side. I don't think you can tell that based on that layout. So they were real strategic in how they designed that. The second set uses the avocado diagonal stripes as the main background, and it has also some of that texture paste, but in this case you use the little dot part of the stencil that's provided in the kit. I love the floral clusters around that circle background, and that's where you're supposed to journal. That butterfly paperboard cut is so beautiful, and the Edison bulbs hanging down is a fun touch. This is the right side page. I love the cluster at the bottom, very pretty. You can see the texture paste little dots on there, and then also on that half oval. And then the last page uses one of the exclusive papers from the kit, that sort of gray stripe background. A nice cluster with the Edison bulb. And I really like how they use these like framed punch outs as decorations, but a couple of them you can use as to frame your pictures. And then on the right side, the same thing. You use those really fun frames. Kind of gives it that gallery look. maybe like you're at the Louvre and your pictures are going to be perfectly framed in those frames like they're in the museum. Okay, let's look at the In Full Bloom card making workshop. And here you get enough supplies to create 16 cards for each of those 4 designs that I showed there. The feature technique for this card set is 2nd and 3rd generation stamping. You get an exclusive B-sized stamp set and the thin cuts. And the thin cut makes that really fun film strip. You get 2 In Full Bloom pattern paper sheets, 4 cardstock sheets, 1 set of the acrylic black hearts, and 16 white cards and envelopes, and then the printed instructions. So those were the 2 collections. Now let's look at the mix-in paper pack. Each of our catalogs has a paper pack of mix-in paper designs that are meant to go with both collections from the catalog. The only difference in the mix-in paper here is that you get 6 sheets, 1 each of the 6 double-sided designs. So you do have to decide which side of the paper you're going to use. So if you want to use these as backgrounds for like scrapbook pages, you should pick up 2 packs of them. This is a really fun page. The front has that postcard sort of vibe to it, and the back has some words. The next one is a wood grained sort of paper, stars on the zip strip, and then the back side is sort of textured. I don't know what I would call it. It's not really like denim, some kind of texture. This page on the one side has what I would say that looks a little bit like water droplets. The back side is basically pinwheels. They're half square triangles in different designs. This sheet, I have used some of it for some of my samples, but it's a lagoon and white dots. And then the back side is white with some lagoon letters. This sheet has a white background with a nectarine. They're kind of dots. And then the back side is nectarine with white dots. And then the last sheet is lemonade and white gingham. And then the reverse side is white with lemonade dots on it. Again, I've used some of that paper. Now let's get into the special acrylic stamp sets that come in this kit. Close to My Heart always gives you a really nice set of clusters of ways that they've used a variety of the stamp sets. Now this stamp set on the right I think is my favorite stamp set of all time. It is so beautiful, and once you see the cards in person, you will see what I'm talking about. It has some nice sentiments. Rain or shine, I'm here for you. When it rains, look for rainbows. When life gives you rain, wear cute boots and go for a walk. I did do some paper piecing on this card that I made, and you can see I stamped the girl on different background designs. So that's where I used the mix-in paper. And so I paper pieced her coat, the umbrella, and her boots out of those different papers. And then it's got the little raindrop stamps. And then I used the finger daubers and some ink to make some sort of rain. Okay, the next one is called Somebody Loves You. You can get this set with or without the thin cuts. Great for Easter. And on the right side, there's 2 sets. One is the Easter egg stamp set. You can get it with or without the thin cuts. And then the Snuggle Bunny stamp set, the one on the right, is a different set. I did make a sample using the Easter egg thin cuts. And what I really like about these is you cut the thin cut out of like a colored cardstock, and then you stamp on it with the stamps that are provided, and it makes really nice Easter eggs. Look at that. I didn't use the bow on that, but there is a bow that goes on top. So I used the mix-in papers for the front of this card, and then I used the eggs for the inside. I made a little W fold card, a fun fold card. I am going to be doing a demo of that later in the month. That bunny is from, I think, the January stamp of the month. This is a beautiful stamp set if you want a more religious Easter set. It's called Easter Cross Stamp. And then Forever a Friend. This is perfect for Mother's Day. And what I like about this is they've got one set of the M and the O with the flowers that you stamp in a color, like for the flowers. And then there is another stamp set that has more of the stems that you stamp in a different color. Okay, there's two stamp sets on the left. One is for mother, one is for father, and they're called that, mother and father. And it's got the really fun definition of mother and father. Great for scrapbook pages, but great for Mother and Father's Day cards. And on the right, you have two different stamp sets. The first one is called 5-Star Dad. And it does not come with a thin cut option. And the Bait and Tackle does come with a thin set. Okay, turning the page is Live, Laugh, Woof stamp set and the Meow Ma and Papa stamp set, cat and dog theme set. Of course, I had to get the dog one for Mr. Darcy. Here it is. It's got a little bone like you put on their collar, like the name identification tag. And I made a little layout of Mr. Darcy. I used markers to color in the sets. Stamped on there. I did throw in a brick paper from the texture paper pack in the core catalog. Look at the little footprint stamps there. And there was a little bone stamp set that I made a border paper out of. The stamp set on the right is called Pretty Little Ponies stamp set, and that does come with or without a thin cut. The next set is called the Wildlife stamp set, and you can get this with or without the thin cut set. What I like about this one is that it is a solid set, so you can stamp these in solid ink and you don't have to do much coloring in of those. The stamp set on the right is called Where the Road Ends stamps, and again that comes either with or without the thin cuts. This stamp set is called Level Up, and I wish I had got it. I'm going to have to order it for my nephews. It does come either with or without the thin cuts. On the right there is 3 different stamp sets. One is called Number 1 Fan Stamp, and you can get that with or without the thin cuts. And then the 2 smaller M-size stamps called Congrats Roll and You Did It. So those are small stamps that are really great to have. They're only $3.95, so it makes a really nice gift tags that they showed in the catalog. Or I made a little card out of this. I'm always needing graduation cards, so I used it as a feature on that card. This stamp set is relatively unique. I really love it. It's called Thoughtful Florals. And there's also slimline quotes and sentiments there on the right. What I love about this is it has a stamp set, that first one that I just showed you, that you stamp in the corners. And then it has another one that you stamp in the center. And for both of those, you rotate it 180 degrees. And if you do that, it fills in the whole front of a slimline card, but only using those 2 stamps. And then these sentiments are great for slimline cards because I always like to have nice big sentiments for those slimlines so they don't look so small, right? It fills up the whole inside of the stamp set. Or of the card. And then the last regular stamp set is called All Day Every Day. This is great for scrapbooking. It's got hashtag selfie, all day every day, reading, documented, playing. Okay, the stamp of the month for March is this called You're the Goat. In case you're wondering what goat means, it means greatest of all time. It's kind of a slang. It's got those really cute animals and pun sayings. Okay, so take a look at these. The animals are a solid stamp, so you can stamp them in different colors and you don't have to do any coloring. I made some samples. I love the sentiment on that. That was have a really great day. This one's an owl, and it says, thanks for all you do. This one's a crab, and it says, oh crab, I forgot. The toad, this is totally amazing. So you get the picture of these fun things. That says, that's the You're the Goat. The moose one says moosing around. Here's the dog one, and there's two sentiments for that, so doggone sweet. There's the lion. It says, I miss you, no lion, or you're roarsome. Two of those. And then the cat, positively perfect. And then the April stamp of the month is called Message in a Bottle. It's got a variety of bottles with sentiments that you can put inside. This one will be available starting April 1st until April 30th. So here's a stamp set. The stamp of the months do not have thin cuts with it. And here is the sample that I made using this. I got a message in the bottle, washed up on the beach, colored it with some Distress Oxides. And then the last stamp set of the whole catalog is our Smile Big stamp set, where $7 goes to Operation Smile. And there you have it, the March-April catalog. Again, you can go to my website at it's called thecraftychemist.closetomyheart.com. Thanks for watching. I invite you to join my Facebook group and follow me on Instagram.